Welcome back to Ration Nerd, everybody. Thanks for joining me here today. If you like what I do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. It costs you $0, and I'll never ask you for a penny, but if you could hit that subscribe button, it would do me a ginormous favor. So if you like the videos and you want to see them keep coming, do me a favor, hit that button. Today we're going to get into a Spanish ration. And I was lucky enough to find a seller on eBay that I've been in contact with quite a bit. I'm going to link his name around here somewhere so you guys can check him out. He's a really cool dude. Ships fast. A lot of times I hit the payment button and like an hour later, poof, it's on the way. Everything I've gotten from him thus far has been on point. There's a few rations on the table that I got from him, and we're going to be doing those in the future. But today, we're going to be doing this ration from Spain, and this is your lunch/dinner A2. And quite honestly, I forgot what was in this guy, so we're just going to have to crack into it, try to do a little ghetto translation, and get at it. And we also were able to get the crackers that are issued. These Spanish rations are issued 3 in a day, and they also issue you a pack of crackers to go with all 3, or biscuits, whatever you want to call them. And your breakfast meal would be very light, very small, same size box, but the meal itself inside would be very small. You would also get a Esbit stove, a toothbrush, toothpaste, all kinds of cool stuff that would accompany you along through the day, keep your teeth clean, breath fresh, and smelling right, so that way when you're stabbing the enemy with your bayonet, you have great breath. So we're going to dig into this, see what we got, and then we're going to get it out onto a tray and do that whole eating thing and see what Spain has to offer. Stick with me. We'll be right back.
Just get up off your butt and do it. God damn it. Next time, don't hit record until you're ready. Jeez. No way.
All right, so let's get this guy open and see what we have. This is going to be my dinner, so, you know, lunch, dinner, who's counting? Depending on when you watch this video, it could be breakfast time, it could be lunch time, it could be dinner time. It doesn't really matter. You know, I'm a nerd, and I like to save the bag. Fail. But I guess it's saved enough. Oh, look at that little guy. So cute. I actually had the breakfast ration a while back before I started making these videos, and I really enjoyed it, even though it was very light. All the extra accessories that come with breakfast are pretty cool. I have those packed away at the moment. Hopefully, if I do another one of these and it's not a breakfast ration, I will get that stuff out for you. So, inside of here, we've got some Destructions, Ministry of Defense, Individual Combat Ration. So this is going to be your, okay, alright. So, as I was sitting here and I opened this up, like this big waft of stank hit me in the face, and that would definitely be these Esbit tablets. Yeah, those just smell like fish, they're nasty, but you know what? They work great, so we'll just have to forgive that. Hopefully that flavor didn't commingle with anything else in here. So this is going to be your instruction sheet in several languages. Pretty cool. And then we have, this is going to be pasta. It's going to be like a chicken soup. I'm imagining that's just going to be more like a chicken bouillon. We'll have to figure that out together. Hey, look at that. We do have toothpaste in this guy. That's awesome. You keep your teeth clean. We got some water purification tablets. Always an awesome item to have in any ration. Come on, be coffee. Come on, be coffee. This is a vitamin C drink. It's not coffee. This is another vitamin C drink. So this is probably going to be lemon if it's like the one I had with breakfast. I'm hoping that it's not the lemon. The lemon was a little... It was okay, but I'm just hoping for something different. Please be coffee. So this is another vitamin C drink. And another vitamin C drink. So there's 4 Apparently in Spain you need a heck of a lot of vitamin C. And this is a crema, which is going to be some kind of jam. You can see that consistency in the back there. This is looking pretty awesome. You get this big old tub of jam. That's nice. That's got some weight to it. What do we have here? Tortellini. I like it. Can's a little dented, but we got no bulging or anything going on. That's a cool looking can as well. Nice labeling on the back, but the side you open it with has a nice pull tab on it, which is always great. We've got some chewing gum. We've got some matches with some very red tips, like cherry red lipstick tips. That's pretty cool. Nice color as well. I dig it. We've got a big napkin, which is awesome. Look at the size of that. That's a good looking napkin. I like it. Oh, I was afraid of this. This is calamari. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a seafood fan in any way, shape, or form, so this is going to be a little rough for me. I'm going to get through it. I'm going to do it for you guys. Kind of like all that Canadian shake action and stuff I've been putting down, although we're going to slow down on that eating bad food thing. But I'm not really looking forward to these. You, however, might be a seafood fan, so this might be a big thing for you. I will definitely, at the very least, give them a try to say that I did it. I can't say that I'm going to love it, but we're going to go for it anyway. And we have our Esbit stove, which these are really nice high-quality Esbit stoves. I like it. We'll fold that up in a minute. And then we have some disinfectant for your hands. So it doesn't look like a lot, but I guess you would split your crackers up between 3 meals of the day, so that's what your jam is going to be for. You're going to have that with some crackers. I'm going to get to cheat, and I'm going to be able to eat as many of those crackers as I want to. No coffee. Like, boo, Spain, what's going on with no coffee? Very cute little box, though. So let's get this out onto a tray, and we'll be right back. All right, so the first thing we should do is we're going to get the kettle on to boil so we can make up this chicken soup. We're going to start heating up the main, and then we'll make some drinks. These are nice stoves. Honestly, them giving you one with every ration is kind of cool. I mean, you could reuse this several times. So there you have your cute little stove. And if you pay more attention, you can make it level to where your can's not going to fly all over the place. Now, one thing they don't have in this ration is a way to grab this hot can. So I do have this left over from a Polish ration that you guys haven't seen the review yet. I'm hoping that we can make that work so I don't have to burn my digits on the can. That's always good. So let's get one of these super stinky fuel tablets prepared. I do like the fact they're in a perforated package. That way you could stuff these away somewhere. I mean, only if you wanted to carry around some dead fish smelling fuel tablets. But it works. It is nice that they're individually packaged, though. Makes it a lot easier. We're just going to go ahead and put 2 fuel tabs in here. God, these things stink. They really do smell like, you know, like some fish that are washed up on the beach. It's pretty nasty. Let's see if we can't get those lit. We're all fired up. I suppose you could use the top of this can as your handle for getting it off of the Esbit, but I'd like something just a little bit more substantial. Wow, that lid's tough. So that's looking pretty good. Maybe a little thick and chunky, but you know, hey. Smells really inviting. You know what that does not smell like? That does not smell like some Chef Boyardee stuff, which is what I get sick of, and some of the retort pouch mains in meals. When you get something that's red sauce, it just smells like a can of Chef Boyardee. So I guess we will check out. I'm just going to eyeball it. So these are probably 150 to 200 mils a piece. We'll go with 2. That doesn't smell like a whole lot. Having had this before, it's going to probably be a little... It's going to be very salty. And if it's the same drink that I had before, it's going to have almost like an oily, slick texture to it. That it's literally like you're drinking an oily drink. So no spoon in this ration, so we're going to go back to the old trustworthy. Probably one of the best items in a U.S. ration ever is the eating utensil. That's looking pretty good. Just looks like a chicken bouillon mixture, but we'll find out here. And then I hear some action over here. We're going to have to get to moving this around before we just completely burn the bottom of it. That's pretty difficult to do inside of the can. So I feel for the guys that are out in the field having to do that. I really hope we can get that nice and hot. And I guess I'm going to have to open up this calamari. Oh, God. Oh, no. When it said calamari, it meant little baby squids in ink. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. So, man. Oh, God. Let me tell you what. I really enjoy this hobby. I really do. But that right there, I mean, that just smells like the ocean. There's like a tail or something in here. I don't know what that is. Oh my God, those are rough. Like, so these are the squid in ink. And I have seen these reviewed before, and I was really hoping they were not in this ration. So, oh boy. So this is definitely one of those cultural things. But I'm just really not looking forward to it. I'm going to have to be honest with you guys. Like, that's one place where I fall apart on foreign rations, is I'm not a seafood guy. So I can do like tuna and stuff like that, and the real mild seafood, you know, tuna. Yeah, I can do tuna. I'm going to go easy on the water in the soup because there's so little of that mix. I don't want to dilute the flavor too much. There are some floaties in there. Looks like a new stray noodle or two. Maybe a hunk of some kind of meat. Some mystery meat chunks floating around in there. Smells pretty good. We're going to let that rehydrate for a few minutes. I'm going to try some of this drink and have it on hand for when I go to take a bite of that black nasty sauce over there. So let's give it a taste. And that is the exact same stuff. It's pleasant. It just has a weird mouthfeel to it. That has a greasy, almost after feeling. It's not even so much a taste. It's like there's so much citrus oil in this that you get that oil sensation in your mouth when you drink it. I know it's weird to say that. It's weird, but it's good at the same time. Absolutely. So we're going to need that on hand and maybe a bucket. Damn it. Oh, and it just chopped right through. So, like, if you're into squid, oh man, those little legs hanging out of the end. This is like one of those food challenges for me. This is not where it's at. Like, like if it has fur or feathers, pretty much I'll eat it. But like anything that swims, ugh. All right. So there's some of that. I mean, do you want this bite? Because I don't, damn it. Oh, it dripped on me. Ugh. All right, here we go. Damn it. So, oh, and it's got sand and shit in it. Like, there's crunchy, oh, there's like, there's sand in it. It's like when that little squid sucked himself back up in there, there's sand in there. So like, oh, god damn it. Oh, so like there's sandy bits. It's a very meaty thing. Like this little squid in ink is very meaty. If it wasn't for the ink and the sandy bits in it, if you just kind of close your eyes and force it in your mouth, huh, that was dirty. So if you just kind of close your eyes and put this thing in your gullet, it's not so bad. The flavor isn't nearly as bad as it smells. So definitely don't breathe while you're, taking the bite. But it's almost like they didn't clean the sand out of it. When this little guy retracted his legs back up in there, it just wow. I'm going to take one more bite for the sake of saying I did it and for the fact that I'm reviewing this ration. But then that's all I can tolerate from this. I don't even like getting sand in my mouth when I go swimming. But I'm intentionally putting it in there in this little squid. Oh, just more black, inky, sandy. Oh, the aftertaste. It's got to be the ink. That's a very cultural thing. Like, oh, there's even more sand in that bite than there was the last one. No, there's absolutely not. Like, I guess if you're, oh, hang on. Oh, damn it. The lemon kind of accentuated that flavor for a second and made it twice as bad. That is definitely, absolutely 100% a cultural thing. That's a flavor and a taste that you grow up with. Or just like me, you're like, that's nasty. That's where I'm calling it right there with the squid. No more squid. Our maid is over here rocking and rolling around of its own volition. I'm going to clean that filth up off of the tray because I don't want that black nastiness intermingling with that main. So, just to clarify, the cool guy that I got this ration from, this obviously isn't his fault. He didn't put this together. He's still a bitchin' guy. I've been enjoying chit-chatting with him and buying these rations from him because he's a cool dude. Reasonable prices, great shipping. If you're into this kind of stuff, give that guy a check out, man. He's really cool. One of the better sellers I've worked with, and I mean, I've bought a few rations, so I've been eating rations way longer than I've been making videos. So let me see if I can do this without making a mess. We're going to get this napkin out. How nice is that? I mean, like, they're torturing you with this, but at least they give you a nice napkin to clean up with it. Oh, wait a minute. It's a series of nice napkins. Look at that. Okay. So I guess that's toilet paper. Well, I mean, at least it's a decent amount. Okay, fair enough. So you got some napkins / butt wipe. It's not too bad. Oh, does not play well with others. Yep. And that's when this goofy guy on the internet making videos about foreign food stabbed himself in the hand. And a good time was had by all. That really is some good looking jam. God, they really don't want you to get this. They really don't want you to get this lid off. We're going to open up some crackers, have a little crackers and jam. Okay. They're a lot like a hardtack biscuit. At least they seem like it. And not super hard. Let's take a look at the cross section on those guys. It's a pretty good looking biscuit or cracker. Let's try some of that with this jam. Actually, let's get a taste of this by itself. That is an amazing, absolutely amazing apricot or plum. So this is labeled as quince cream. I'm not really sure what quince is, but this is somewhere in between an apricot or a plum. But this is very sweet. It's very granular. There's a good bit of sugar as well as fruit pulp in here. It's very nice. You really don't find stuff like this here in the US. If you do, I certainly don't know where to find it. But that is some really good looking jam. Oh, those aren't just plain crackers. Oh, that's amazing. These crackers are ever so slightly sweet. They have a little bit of a vanilla flavor to them. And they're really just ever so slightly sweet. They pair really well with the jam. They're amazing. You could have them with anything, but I would certainly say with jam is where it's at because the cracker already has a good bit of sweetness to it. That's amazing. So we're going to save that for dessert. That's like the saving grace. That's worth the cost of the ration right there. This quince cream and those biscuits are pretty amazing. So let's see if we can get this main out onto the tray without making a mess of me. So we did get a little bit of that burn in the bottom of the tin, but that happens. That's to be expected. I'm not really going to scrape that burnt flavor out of there because burnt flavor and pasta don't really go that great together. Alright, so you don't get any salt or pepper or anything to season this with, so we're just going to leave that burning like we're having a candlelit dinner. So that looks pretty good. I mean, it's a canned pasta. It's only going to look so great. It's not going to look like fresh pasta. It does have a slightly acidic smell, like tomato sauce. So let's get a bite of that. That's really not bad. It's very mild. It definitely has an acidic flavor of tomato sauce. The noodles are extremely soft, maybe a little too much, or a little too soft. It is pretty decent. One thing it does not taste like is Chef Boyardee, which is great because I don't want Spanish Chef Boyardee. You know, kudos to all you seafood eaters out there that could stomach eating something like that. That literally has like sand granules inside of it, tucked in there with its squiggly little legs. That's just not for me. It's really not spectacular. A lot of the European rations, when you get dishes like this, you know, it's really something amazing. Like in the French rations, which we're going to do here sometime in the future. The French ration, their pasta dishes, they really do it right. Like that pasta comes out of that can al dente, and as long as you don't scorch it like crazy when you're heating it up, the pasta in the French dishes is amazing. This is okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not completely trashing it. It's totally edible. Let's try some of this soup. See how that made it. It has thickened up a little bit. There are some random small bits of noodle in the bottom. So let's give that a try. That's savory. It's okay. It's a little on the bland side. Again, this item could actually really use some salt and pepper. I think it would be great with the addition of some salt. I think they need to take all the salt out of, or stop giving you so many isotonic beverages and give you some salt and pepper to season your food in this guy. So right now, the star of this entire ration are these biscuits and that quince cream. That is like the villain to me. That's just not cool. Not loving it. This is it is very mild, very easy to eat. It's just lacking in the flavor department, which is kind of sad for this ration. It is a good portion. you know, and this ration has a decent calorie content and has a good mix of protein. I was just expecting this main to be a little more exciting. I'll tell you what, though, these biscuits and quince cream, whatever fruit that quince cream is made from, these really are amazing, to be quite honest with you. That's really worth the cost of the ration to me, having interesting items like this, and the fact that I was able to get the biscuits or crackers to go along with, which I haven't been able to have before. This really makes it a whole lot more fun. And those crackers have an awesome, light, crispy texture, a slight vanilla flavor, very fresh, very in date, and they pair excellently with this quince cream. Definitely would recommend these. There are definitely some items in a ration that would make me order a ration like this again, just to get the quince cream, as long as I could get the biscuits to go along with it, because this is a combination you're just not finding here in the US, and it's definitely a lot of fun to try items like this and really get to experience it. This is very granular. There's a lot of whole fruit ground up in here. A little bit of the sugar, you know, has a granular texture to it, but it's mostly just the fruit pulp that's inside of the sham that makes it so exceptional. This is really good. It's a really excellent addition to this ration. It's a shame they don't, you know, pass out more than one pack of these biscuits per soldier per day. It's kind of inconvenient to open them up on that package and not have a way to store them. So I guess you get stuck eating your biscuits all with one meal, which is a real shame, because then you wouldn't have anything to put this quince cream on. So thank you everybody for joining me for this individual combat ration A2 from Spain. This was a lot of fun. Not the best thing I've ever had, but it was certainly a lot of fun to dig into this very compact little box. You get a pretty decent amount of food out of it if you're into sandy, squid, alien, inky, nasty things. However, thanks for joining me here on Ration Nerds to enjoy this meal from Spain. Not that stuff. If you liked the video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, comment, absolutely subscribe to the channel. That means a lot. More subscribers means I get to do this more often, and I will continue to do this more often. So do me a favor, give me a subscribe, have fun, and until next time, eat 'em up.